Uh, honestly, I don't know how to be anyone but me. I'm sad.
Yeah, that's the thing. That was part of the experiment to see if I could pull it off. But yeah, unfortunately, I guess I'm just too genuine a person.
Yeah, maybe one day I could be a fake enough person for it. One day.
You have to mask your feelings constantly. That is how you become
I mean, yeah, but you just don't
different.
gotta reveal your voice. And try not to associate on
Boys,
YouTube with your friends. I don't know. Fake YouTube.
Which
Making a
is what
fake
I
you.
did, Aiden. That's why I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
I know. That's just.
Yeah, just don't, like, if that channel isn't associated with you or your friends, no one will know.
I
Yes,
think
and no one did.
I want.
Although
Although
the question would be, like, how do you think people will feel after they found out that, you
you
weren't
know what's
really
a
who you said you were?
cool
Well, that's a question
experiment.
that I don't know. I
Experiment
never
if
have
you
to
really
answer that,
want.
obviously.
But a cool experiment though, if you would should do that, like to make a brand new account from scratch and just like and just following all the cliches, like make a my alpha, my something, like follow all the cliches.
Oh, I don't even think I could do that if I tried. Like,
I just do like all screen caps and no like moving mouths,
Yeah,
no narrator text. Like
yeah,
score it with K-pop or something. Yeah.
yeah. I I wrote a book like that once, and surprisingly, that was the fastest growing book I ever wrote, and I hated it so bad.
Yeah.
The
Some,
fastest growing book.
I yeah.
you mean the
Would you
fastest
like
book
to?
to write?
Well, no. Would you like to elaborate on that? Because I mean, I talk about my books. I never heard about yours.
My books? Well, I have books written. I'm writing. I which one you want? Which one? I guess a book that I have written. I'm short circuiting. What happened?
Hmm. Well, I don't know.
I'm
I was wondering because you said fastest growing book. It makes it seem like
yeah.
like
I had
you
a what?
published several and you've got like several in the forums and stuff. Either that or
Alright,
fastest growing means
It's a
something
focus.
you didn't
We
devote
Wattpad.
the
should
most time
start
to.
streaming.
Wattpad 803. It's just that,
I see.
right?
Okay.
Can we start
Yeah.
streaming? Also, I got a question. Do you have butter on your popcorn, Jacob?
No, salted caramel.
How dare you? Wait, or is that avoiding cannibalism? Are you part
Oh,
butter?
Oh my word. No, I am not part butter.
You
it's
are
inside his
part butter.
veins. He just cuts his
Yeah,
arm and just lets it drip out on the popcorn.
yeah.
For some reason, the chat's not appearing for me right now. So let me just. Oh, to activate
Is there
chat, please
anyone
enable
in the
channels
chat?
here. No, because Restream gives me the option to see the chat. Blue is in the chat right now. I've seen the I am speed thing. It's just appearing on the side.
Oh wait, are we
Basically.
live now?
Yes.
All right, cool. So
Oh,
they heard the
hello.
butter comment. They heard the butter comment. Awesome.
Uh huh.
But I want to
Okay,
see
for
the
some
chat. I don't want to have to go to the live
Isn't that
stream.
awesome?
Yeah, I don't know why it says please enable channels here, but then when it goes to
Let's see.
enable channels, it has Jacob Butter online right now, and that's where it is. I can click edit. Hopefully that won't close it down.
Hello, Blue. Did you know Jacob is part butter?
They also had the part where I said no.
No, they didn't hear that bit. They didn't hear that, but they only heard the first bit.
Oh,
What, you wouldn't support being half butter?
That's what's supposed to be here to appear, but it doesn't seem to. I can go to there as well and show them. But
This
it
is
just doesn't seem
why
to.
you shouldn't use the booter bunch.
Buta.
Yeah, well, I had to try something because basically, if you're wondering, Blue, and other person who's watching this, I changed up the format basically because what happens is no one told me that it's quite laggy for someone who's not hosting, well, who is hosting, and the host never actually realizes the lag because of what's going on. So Thanks everyone, by the way, for nothing, for not telling me that sooner, so I can
Wow.
fix it. However, what I've done is I have actually
kicked off this restream more than time to notice that.
Well, you click out of a lot of restreams. Actually, I always have to add you back in, but that's neither here nor there. Basically, what I've done this time actually is I have added myself, so I can share from a different point of view. Because shout out to Emily, by the way, who actually discovered this trick. Apparently, the person who is not hosting has less lag, and therefore, if I'm not technically hosting my own stream, even though I obviously am, then it's going to be fine. So I just rerouted the Butter Bunch thing to Jacob Butter, and here we are. Bada bing, bada boom. So hopefully, on that note, welcome to MyStreet 5 years later. Today we are tackling Fiery Passion, episode 19.
Part of my least favorite arc.
Oh yes.
Least favorite. I don't know if I would say it was my least favorite total, but one of my least favorite. You know, I hate this arc. No, I hate the character assassination of Nicole. I hate the character assassination of Dante. I hate how any potential intrigue of Jenna's character is wasted, because I did kind of like her in her first few appearances. But as time went on, Jenna, she just became Dante's love interest. And then she died. I'm sorry, went out of his life, even though she had no reason to plot besides just to be his love interest and to drive a wedge between him and Nicole. That is the only reason she's in the plot. That's the only reason she matters. Ugh.
Well, I think that's a good enough assessment. All right, thank you, everyone. Please leave a like. I think your opinion matters. We'll see you next time. Same time. Same time. 5 years later.
Yay! Bye.
Goodbye.
I mean, you did just kind of summarize everything here, but I suppose we can watch it anyway.
The only good thing that came from Jenna's existence was the Dante's new hair. That is the only good thing that came from her character.
And even that, I feel like, it just is a detail that doesn't really matter. Speaking of details that don't matter, what am I doing? I've got the wrong graphic on. There we go. That's better.
Wow, that was a traitorous move. You had the color blue primarily on screen, then purple. Ugh. I guess we are dealing with Dante, and he does blue hair, but ugh.
I mean, who would have blue as their primary color? Am I right, Aiden?
Hey, I love blue.
That was the joke. All right, let's go. Without further ado, on with the review.
I had a great time, Dante.
Really?
Wait, Melissa's voice actress. I just realized that was Melissa. Sorry.
I've been saying that for the past 5 streams. You're too late.
Well, I wasn't here for those streams.
Honestly,
I just realized that was Melissa's VA.
Yeah.
Oh, also, hot take.
Yeah,
I don't like Melissa's season 3 voice. I prefer her voice in season 5.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't like the more serious tone. I like her more goofy voice. I like her more normal voice.
I feel like everyone prefers Melissa to be more goofy in general. That's when she became actually likable to people. So I
thought her storyline was all right in season 3, and I thought it was decent character development and stuff. I don't know. Her voice was boring. She was like, "Yes, I am standard businesswoman. Hello." Like, that was her only voice.
Okay, but for what it was supposed to be, it works. The way that she transforms, it doesn't work anymore. Therefore, it gets changed. It's just part of that, basically.
Yeah, I prefer a more goofy side.
Okay.
Honestly, if we're talking about characters who radically changed, I don't know how I feel about how the Lycan family changed. Like, the Lycan family changed a lot in between season 3 and 5. Because they went from really serious in season 3, but in season 5 they were really goofy. Like, I mean, yeah, there's serious moments, but you know, like, they were a lot more laid back during that season, and it felt kind of out of nowhere. I don't know.
It's kind of like with Caitlyn, and also remember they had the transformation. They discovered the holiday magic. Remember that?
Just because the holiday special happens, it's like, oh my gosh. Christmas is fun and spending time with family doesn't mean, oh yeah, my whole personality is now different.
Hey chat, can we get a holiday magic in there, please?
I like the holiday special though, but it does have its
of Christmas. Everything's okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You can have giant mutant Rosses, and then some idiot on the internet will make a theory about it years later.
Yeah. Wait.
Is it working?
I remember the joke during Everything Wrong with what's it? It was Emerald Secret. It was like during the recap portion, and it was like, and then Aphmau was walking around the woods and just happened to find a bear who just happens to be Aaron's dad. Oh, I love that joke.
So, I mean,
Aaron's dad's canonically a bear.
Well, that has other connotations.
Different kind of bear, if you know what I mean.
Not
like
holiday magic.
Like a wild bear.
What kind of bear are we talking about? Are we talking about the actual bear or the one appropriate for content right now?
The metaphorical bear, let's call it.
Yeah,
and no, I think they were talking about like the joke was the literal one, not metaphorical one.
Well,
all anyone here ever talks about work. How Guy is so bossy and stuff, yada yada. It's nice to get out and be able to lose my mind in something else.
Sounds like work.
You won't lose your mind inside Dante.
Yeah, but it's rewarding. I enjoy being a hairdresser. It's nothing glamorous, but I like it.
Not glamorous.
I mean, honestly, I think being a hairdresser would be pretty fun.
Stop. But seriously, it's not
Being
a crazy
hairdresser would be
job.
fun.
It's just something I love to do,
day.
and I'm happy I'm doing it.
Well, that's great. I hope I can find happiness like that someday.
You won't,
I'm sure you will,
Dante. You won't.
Hey, no, Dante, come on, you'll be fine. You get to host your own TV show eventually. You'll be okay.
Dante and Travis, the show. They're always.
They will always be best bros. One of them definitely didn't leave on vacation with his girlfriend.
Oh, that was great. I love that clip. I love that whole song. It's awesome.
Absolutely, yeah.
Again, that is the kind of Dante storyline we needed. We don't need this trash storyline during season 2 that hurts Dante's character. We don't need it.
Even then, that also rolls slightly around romance a little bit later on with the whole.
Oh yeah, falling in love with Hawaii Jam pillow. That was a thing.
Absolutely, yeah.
I feel like Kitty Cat, who has it, Ghost Kitty, who hasn't seen it, is gonna be like, "Wait, what are you talking?" Or has she? Has she seen that?
Actually, I'm not sure how much.
I don't know. It's not like it's not the main season, so it could be something you could easily miss. Like,
that's true. Like the Christmas special, Holy Magic.
So I'll see you around later then?
See you later!
Yeah, annoying.
Oh, what was it you said about the music freaks thing, Aiden? Remember what you said, that that one scene you hated because it caused that misunderstanding? Yeah, this is
this isn't necessarily misunderstanding, that they're kind of pseudo dating.
Exactly. So it makes it even worse.
That's for the adorable joke you made there.
Well, maybe I'll have to make
my main problem was the non-consensual kiss, pretty much, in the Music Freaks, or like supposed. Like the way what we saw, it looked like Luke was very shocked. Like she just went in and kissed him. Like, girl, but confess your feelings first and then kiss if he responds well to it. Do not kiss after.
By the way, if the whole thing with Restream is fixed at this point, the actual lag issue isn't as pronounced anymore, we can probably get back to brewing the music on the Butter Bunch, actually.
Yeah, I want to do that. I want to actually finish that, because episode 5, I have issues. Episode 6, I actually really like, but episode 5, I hate. I hate it with a passion, and I don't get why people like it.
Because it's the Music Freaks, you know.
Well, yeah, but even
your
stuff I like has bad episodes or bad moments. Like, I'm not
gonna... Case in point, actually. You know,
yeah, I like MyStreet, but I hate this arc.
See
you,
Dante.
Because this episode's all about Dante and a dumb storyline. Yes, I can't help but poop on this storyline.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Dante.
You know what? I would have
the greatest groove and the biggest drive to play.
Here's what I would have did if I were Aphmau. Alright, so you take all these episodes dedicated to Dante, throw them in the trash, and make them all about and have episodes focusing on Aphmau and Aaron. I'm sorry, but that would have been better.
All the complaints one of the complaints of the fan base is the fact that Aphmau and Aaron get too much focus. On the other hand, if you
They
took
didn't-
away all of the trash episodes from Love Love Paradise, the season would be like 10 episodes long.
Yeah.
Like, there's my hot take right there.
I still don't get why people are like, oh, season 2 is one of my favorite seasons. Oh, season 2 is way better than season 3. Like, it really isn't. It honestly
I
is
remember
one of
somebody
the
said
weakest, if not the weakest. Like, I mean,
remember somebody said
personally,
that,
I don't really care for season 1 as much because I don't have as much nostalgia for that season because I wasn't super invested in the story at that point. So, meaning I don't have because like I was invested, but not that invested. Like I was passively watching it. When it came to season 2 and Phoenix Drop High is when I actively started watching and paying attention and caring about it as much as I did, But here's the thing. Like, I mean, season 1, it's probably the quality of some episodes being better than others, and the fact that there was lots of weird universe inconsistencies and so that. I mean, yeah, they're trying to find their footing, but it was a bit of a mess. I mean, it's enjoyable at
mess and a
times.
funny mess.
Yeah, it's enjoyable at times, and I do enjoy watching some episodes from it, but it does, for me, knock it down. But season 2 also hate lots of stuff in it, like the lack of focus on Aphmau and Aaron. Like, seriously, they just got together, and they don't really focus on them that much this season. Like, they're more in the background,
Yeah, I guess again that might be an issue with in terms of what to actually do, because
I mean,
it's now become an
they're in a
after
relationship.
story.
I mean, there was stuff to do in a relationship. Like, I mean, with the whole ending moment with Aphmau, I feel like it would have helped strengthen that moment by having maybe a moment where, like, she's like, oh, hey, look over there, a distraction, like hinting, like building up to that moment a lot more in the previous episode.
I feel like that was one of the best moments in the series.
I mean, it was a great moment, but I personally would have opted in for a bit more foreshadowing, a bit more build up to it in previous episodes.
Going back to what you said before about like the season itself and wondering why people actually have such nostalgia for it, and why they think it's obviously nostalgia because it's MyStreet, but why people have such favoritism for it. I remember somebody once said that it was to do with the actual summer itself. Like the summer of 2016 was like really, really good for them, pretty much. So something along those lines, maybe it was just like, oh yeah, that's like the because for me that summer of 2016 was the summer where I finished my GCSEs and everything. So I had time to just relax for once, for what felt like forever. So I do understand that, honestly. I guess if it was like the summer particularly and like the actual time, it captured the zeitgeist of the time or whatever. But you know what else captured the zeitgeist of its era? The Great Gatsby, and that book is trash. So it doesn't really make much of a difference.
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't really find any of the character arcs. Like, I do kind of like the idea of Dante and Aaron being like bros. But that's not really explored in any future seasons. Even season 3, the directed next season, they don't even interact. Like, they may interact like once or twice in season 3. Like, I mean, I did kind of like their dynamic this season. They're kind of like bros, But I don't know. I feel like that was never tapped into again. Like, after this season, like the idea of Aaron and Dante being like bros and friends and stuff like that never got brought up again.
Yeah, so the season isn't all bad. We clown it a lot because it's definitely the weakest of the bunch.
Yeah,
but,
and I do
it's basically it's the worst of the best, pretty much, is what we're trying to say.
I mean, I like Aaron in the season. I do when he's on screen, but he doesn't get enough screen time, in my opinion. I know people complain about that, but I would prefer more Aaron stuff rather than some of the storylines they went with, like or like adjusting some of the storylines. At least would have been better. Like adjusting the Dante one would have been better.
Considering what the complaint became later on with the fan base in terms of what happened to every other character, I do like the fact that they focus on other people as well. It just so happens that a lot of them have weak stories, but the ones that actually don't, who.
Yeah, honestly, if they got rid of all the Dante episodes, it would have been kind of cool having more Jean episodes, having more Lily not Lily. Wrong character. Having more Ivy episodes, having more Tiani episodes.
Yeah, Ivy and Tiani, particularly, like, they got introduced back into the series. I really want to see more of them. I'll agree with you there. If you want to focus on other characters, give them a bit of a story, especially because, the other ones we're going to see later on because they live in the same neighborhood. Those two do not. So
Yeah,
it
that's
is
kind of
I feel
weird.
like
I
that's
mean,
another thing.
and plus, they never even brought Tiani and Ivy back for season 3. Like, they even brought back Guy and Nate for season 3 during the opening of the cafe. Like, they literally brought back Nate and Guy. They couldn't find an excuse to bring back Tiani or Ivy or both for an episode. Like, I
Well,
don't know.
Nate and Guy could, yeah, I see. That's a good point. They're a joint package, but Tion and Ivy also a joint package at this point.
Yeah, I mean, they could have again found a way to necessarily write in Tiani or Ivy. Like, maybe Tiani wants to visit Avmau for a week or something like that, and that could be a whole episode. You know, I don't know.
I would have preferred if they'd explored them more here, because obviously,
Yeah, I guess.
it gets too contrived if you add too many characters from other stuff as well. It's like, what are they doing here? Fan service, pretty much. So yeah, give them their moment and then basically let them carry on, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like the last time they appeared was a few episodes ago, right? Last time Tiani appeared.
Well,
right?
Maybe, yes. I'm just thinking, like, because of obviously if you get the reverse, like, for example, the werewolves from Phoenix Drop High Season 2, it just so happens that all the fan favorites happen to be Aaron's pack in the future. Yeah, sure, that's how that works.
Yeah, I mean, it was all focused on werewolves, at least, because most of the werewolves weren't focused on during Phoenix Drop High.
I don't think they need to be. That lot, they actually had enough appearances throughout and enough of a journey themselves that I think they actually did land pretty well, except for Maria. It was like Maria was the oddball.
Yeah, Maria was kind of boring, honestly. I mean, like, she had her whole thing, like, trying to, challenge Aphmau to become the new female alpha, but I feel like midway through Phoenix Drop High Season 2, she kind of just vanished.
Well, yes. And arguably during Starlight as well. Another bunch the werewolves
Starlight, she was irrelevant.
They had the minigames, so they were always in the fans' conscience. So I feel like they got enough attention without having to be included back into season 5. Whereas, of course, here's the opposite issue. Anyway, let's keep going.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
She sure is. Don't get used to it.
Hey, Dante. Where you been?
He reacted before she actually said anything. By the way, I always see that in stuff.
So
been
I got a
looking
question.
for you all day.
How come Lizzie's always playing like angry girls though? Or at least during this era of her life, like Nicole's all angry.
Hyria and
Caitlin's all
Cadenza. She's got those two.
Wait, she voices Cadenza. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait. I didn't. What? What?
That's why she got such an exaggerated British accent. It's clear that someone's putting that on.
Hold
it right there.
Wait, doesn't she also voice Iria?
Yes, I said that. Hyria and Cadenza. They're not really angry people.
Yeah.
I had hula lessons. Yeah, that's it.
Dante!
Oh, lucky you! Taking those extra hula lessons, huh? Couldn't invite me.
Wait, they were there.
Didn't you say you didn't want to go today?
Of course I
I was
want.
going to say, I thought Garth would know when all their Shahoo lessons were, actually. I feel like he'd be on top of that.
I hate this storyline! Sorry. I just can't get over how bad it is. It's so trash.
Oh, I'm so glad I brought you here today.
No.
Wanted to go.
What happened to your legs, Gareth?
I gave Kawhi
Wait,
China
just
private
saying,
hula,
Lizzie
see if
feels
she
like
could
she's
control.
more putting on her Caitlyn voice than her Nicole voice. I know her Nicole voice versus Caitlyn voice isn't that different.
That's probably why it feels like that then.
But yeah, Nicole was a lot more softer, kind of something more like this when her normal voice
Not
is.
when she's panicking and angry. I don't think she could be soft at that point. I feel like even Kawhi-chan would be like,
I don't know. It just felt nasally. It just there's something about her Nicole voice that felt different than
actually,
this.
yeah.
Then
Hold on,
it just feels more like she's playing
alert.
Caitlyn again, and her character feels more like Caitlyn than her own character. I'm upset. I don't
They
like.
were already really similar to
Yeah.
begin with. Honestly,
I mean,
if I were
even
Aphmau, I
at the
wouldn't have
date,
cast.
that like double date episode, like she was like, "Hey, Caitlin, calm down," and here she's like, "Ah."
Honestly, if I were Aphmau, I wouldn't have cast the same person to voice two best friend characters because that would
Yeah.
get pretty confusing, especially if they sound so similar. I mean, I'm a hypocrite here because I voiced two best friends in Taming the Bad Boy, but but they sound different, so it's not entirely
They
the
don't
same.
sound different enough because, like, honestly, I get really confused between the characters when in this episode.
You mean Caitlin
And-
Nicole? I was talking about Colbert Andrew.
No, I was talking about Caitlin and Nicole in this episode. Like when we're not focusing on her, like I get really confused. Like, wait, Caitlin's in the scene, and I was like, oh wait, it's Nicole still. I legitimately heard Caitlin for a minute. I was like, Caitlin, what are you doing here? I was
So,
like, oh wait,
word of advice here, people: don't watch this with your eyes closed. There we go.
yeah.
Pull herself around the hula skirts.
Garth-kun, Kawaii-chan is so
What is
sorry.
that
The question
face?
is, why are the scratches so far down on his legs? Like,
Yeah.
how long is this man's hula skirt? Did Kawaii, unless
Oh.
Kawaii-chan pulled it down for.
Oh,
Kawaii-chan is gonna go make Garth a big sorry. I'll be back in a while. Kawaii-chan needs ingredients.
Phew. Oh, she's gone.
She's right there.
Man, Gareth's got it bad.
Hey, don't change the subject. Now, where have you been exactly? I
Be
know for a
honest
fact
with
hula
her.
lessons are only an hour long, and you.
Yeah, he's had so many chances to fess up here. and
I'm
he really
sorry.
did not.
I know it's gonna hurt her, but like, be like, hey, listen, girl. I tried to break up with you, but you just made it so hard, and you just pushed me to a corner where I felt like I couldn't at that moment. So I've been trying to move on. I know you might be mad at me, and I do understand that, but I do feel like we should move on and see different people. Like, how hard is that to say? Now, I will write that out for you. I'm not afraid to. I will write it.
Okay, Aiden, if you were dating someone in this situation, and you tried to break up with someone in that, and you know, obviously you wouldn't go ahead and like do the whole thing with Jenna after this, but
no, I wouldn't.
in general, if you were dating someone and you wanted to break up with them, and you were, I mean, considering how shy you are to ask for redirections in the first place for voice lines, I feel like that would be a little bit more of a stretch.
Yeah, but like if I had to, I would just break it off at one moment in a split second. It's like a band-aid. Like, hey, I think we had to see different people. I'm sorry. Like that's how I work. Like especially when for example, story time. When I recast Key, I gave a long message like, "Hey, Quadzy, look, honestly, I feel like I should recast Key, and I feel like it would be, best if I did that."
Hey, Quadzy, you suck.
No, like I was just like very gentle. I was like, "Yeah, look, like I just feel like I have to," and then she's like, "Oh, it's fine." Like. Even when I'm breaking, even when like I like have switched voice actors, I'm too nice about it sometimes. With especially Quasi, I felt bad. I feel bad about things. Truth or tell Dante the truth, or
no,
you would
tell the truth, Dante is what
tell
that
the
says.
truth, Dante. Tell the truth, and if it's too hard to do it in person. Text her. You can't see her cry in person. I mean,
no, don't break up with someone over text, Aiden.
I know, but if it's too hard for you, you can do that.
That could trigger a death.
A death? Oh, whoa, man. I mean, over a breakup. Oof.
I mean, well, I was going to say, I don't think Nicole is that psychotic, but. Who knows at this point? She likes to fight.
Anything can trigger anybody in the time of least of vulnerability.
Whoa!
I guess it's fortunate that Ivan is also a wizard. Because otherwise, what could Lucinda have done to him permanently? Just saying.
Mm-hmm. Let's keep going.
Been gone for 3.
I went to the beach to relax.
Also, another thing we should point out that he had 2 hours to talk to Jenna about this situation and didn't.
What? Dante!
Whoops.
Ugh.
Sorry, myself.
Every time I see this, I hate it
Hello?
more in this episode.
No, chocolate is fine, Kawaii. Yeah, bye.
I just lost track of time. I know you're back and everything,
Gareth, you won't be eating chocolate for too long. Don't get used to it.
and it's just I
Oh, yeah.
had other plans. Say, why don't you and I go out for dinner tomorrow?
Also, why is it no?
Sounds
also,
great.
That's some
Perfect.
kind of Nicole's fault here. I mean, she's not confronting Dante about it, though, right? Like
she
she's
does
not...
want. She wants him to fess up. She wants him to have an opportunity to do the right thing, and he just isn't. So she's playing along for now. It kind of makes sense.
I wouldn't play along if someone cheats on me. I'm yelling at them.
No, see what I would have done. I would have gone right behind them, like sneak up with making no sound, because I can walk very quietly if I want to, and just stay behind, wait for them to turn around and be like, "Hello."
Oh.
Just like cue the boss music, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, hey, that's...
Perfect. Well, we better get to sleep. Don't want to be late for dinner then, huh? Boy, I am so tired. Night!
Dante! Werewolf
Okay.
kids!
I
Well,
feel
did
like we're
Aaron
gonna have to say it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, Aiden. That is literally the visual right now. Yes.
No, I mean, did he see everything, like, with him talking to Jenna outside? Like, from that angle, is he allowed to see everything?
Well, he probably saw them arrive. That was it. He didn't hear what they
So
said.
did he at least see, did he see Nicole looking out the window and then Dante coming in? Like,
Even if, yeah, like, he probably saw Nicole out the window, looking out the window from that angle. Even if he didn't, he knows about Jenna. He can put two and two together. Also, by the way, I feel like
Dante, just be honest.
okay, I feel like we should make the reference right now. Dante, you're dead!
Yeah.
I am going to get the truth from you, Dante. If it's the last thing I do.
That was a bit of a weird crop right there. Did it happen with you guys as well? That was like straight
Wow.
into the intro while she was still talking. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Been feeling so small. Watch the
Why
clock
Master
ticking
also
off
did
your
the same thing
wall.
as me.
Tonight I'm letting it go.
That was fun, Zane. I had a great time.
That at least make up for me eating your cupcake.
It's a start.
Wow.
Hey!
I'm kidding. You're forgiven.
Phew.
For now.
Hold on a second. I think this is taking a while. I think it's out of sync. Hold on. I'm just going to wait for it a second. Let's go.
Wait, what does that mean?
Bye.
On you and your sugar high now?
Wow.
We've all been there.
Huh?
Oh no, not saying now. Not saying now. Ah, GGSD. Aww.
Wow, you're abnormally lovey tonight. And giggly.
Yeah, Zane and
Okay,
I
wait
went
a
to
second. Okay, if we're going to do this, we need to... I think I'm going to refresh the page for a second, because it's just very out of sync. So we're at 4 minutes 43.
I hate
Sinking the
I hate this
page.
storyline.
So we can see Nicole's rage.
Can we cancel Dante?
He
I
cancelled
mean,
himself.
it has been 5 years, so I'm not.
I mean, hey, people get canceled over longer, so I'm canceling Dante. He's canceled.
Okay. I love how my stream is appearing in my own recommended.
Wow, do you want to watch your own
And look
stream?
at that! Look at that! How fitting! Right beside Aphmau again, Lady Mania. Oh, I feel so bad for her. She's still being recommended alongside Aphmau.
Oh my gosh, Lady Mania is Aphmau confirmed? Just kidding.
Oh my word.
Unless no.
Zane and I went to the pier and had a great
Let's
time.
just say she's
Oh.
better than Aphmau right now, because even though that's a very low bar. Like a very low bar. But hey, I actually do like Lean Mania. She has cool content, but you know.
Mm-hmm.
But to be fair, anything's better than F, but still. I'm upset. I'm upset with you right now.
Really
I'm mad at F now. She's bad now. What?
Store, then we got a balloon, and it was really red, and then
It's a Dante. Wait. How much candy have you had?
a lot.
Great. So,
She had
you're on a
breaks
sugar
in her
rush.
neck.
No. Why would you ask that?
Because usually when this happens, you fall right down on the floor.
Okay, see, you get the impression that these two, with Aphmau and Aranis, it's about what you see, but also about what you don't see. You get the sense that they are that connected, that they just work, even if you don't have them on screen all the time. Maybe that's why they don't appear as much in this episode, because they feel secure, even though they only just got together. It's very strange that way. In some ways, they work very differently to most relationships that you see on screen, especially because of the way they met. They subverted the hated to lovers trope, and now they're subverting, I guess, the, attention and everything. I don't know.
I'll get you to bed.
Who's there? I'm asleep! Oh, really? Sorry, I can tell. Oh, it's just you.
Say.
Yeah, it's just me. Hey, aren't you gonna ask why I'm so jumpy? Just because we're roommates for the summer doesn't mean I have to care about you. How are you friends with Aphmau again? It's really none of your business. She would care about what I
A
was
magic pony,
feeling. Yeah, I'm sure she would. She'd probably say something along the lines of, "Oh, Dante, you can tell me anything. I'm totes here to listen."
Wow.
God.
Oh. Oh my
then.
gosh, girl. Really? Your toes here to listen. Oh my gosh. OMG.
I could just imagine, because you know how Aphmau's very picky with voice lines, allegedly. I could just imagine her getting Keston to do a better impression, like, gradually over time. Like, he has to do a bunch of repeats, like, doing impressions of his boss. It's like, oh.
Oh. Well, oh my gosh. I'm totes here to listen, girlfriend. How you doing?
And yes, Emily Penguin, you are right. This is funny having the same voice actor talk to himself. Yeah. And to be fair, this is one of my favorite scenes to do when I'm voice acting. I love the Zack and Thanatos scene in Fallen Angels, and also the Cole versus Andrew argument in Tainted Advocate, which I also found as a file, by the way. So, I know, interesting. One of the things is Keston pulls it off way better than Lizzie does in this instance.
Thanks, Zane! No, that's not what I... Well, if you haven't seen her already, Nicole is back and she's here on the island. I really don't care. And as you know, I'm currently interested in Jenna, and I've been
As you know, bleh, bleh.
Yeah.
As you know, Jacob, the Moon Girls, a voice acted Gacha series on your
As you know,
channel.
we've conducted the raid in the southern.
On the bottom line, which most people said didn't exist. Do you watch the Nostalgia Critic as well?
I don't
We've
personally
been
watch
over.
him, but he seems like an alright guy.
Oh, but I was gonna say there's a lot of stuff people say, but honestly, they mostly talk about his past rather than his present. So I probably shouldn't get into that right now. His content is good, and that's what's important.
Yeah. If you want
hanging
her
out with her.
to do.
You're just going to keep telling me everything, aren't you? When
But-
someone said I was
Zane,
going to break
don't
up
be
with
rude.
Nicole because I didn't feel like I was really myself around her. But don't get me wrong, I
Really?
cared and still care about Nicole. But as a friend, and she wanted more. She made a huge confession to me,
She
and
still wants more. She still wants more. That's the problem, Dante.
Just be
I
honest.
didn't want to see her hurt.
How hard is it?
So I told her exactly what she wanted to hear. Which was... I told her I love you.
You
Hey!
fool.
Oh, boy, you done messed up.
This is what happens when you
I
confess
mean,
your problems
I
to
don't
Zane.
know. The L word to me isn't. I mean, well, it is a big deal, but I don't think it's the end of the world saying it.
No, it's definitely not.
Not helpful! She said it and I just panicked. No offense, but you got yourself into this situation, and frankly, I don't want to be involved. So you best figure out how to deal with this on your own.
Be honest. I'm sorry being.
I just don't know what to do.
I'm sorry
so
being
messed
honest is
up.
hard. You just said what you wanted to do, idiot. See, there's barely an F-Mount Aaron in this.
Yeah, look, they still have. To be fair, the episode's even about them, so the fact they're even being focused on at all is probably good enough, honestly.
But I don't like this plot. F-Mount Aaron bits are nice.
They're so vain. They probably think the show is about them. Even though it is, I don't care.
Technically, the show is
Did
about
we sleep
them.
on the same couch?
No, we didn't. I slept on that couch.
What happened?
You had a lot of sugar yesterday, so you fell asleep almost instantly. Since Caitlin's sick and I didn't want to put you in the same bed, I ended up bringing
so
you
Caitlin
up.
can't be in the episode.
Caitlin was sick already. That was established before. Don't worry about it.
Can't believe it happened. I haven't had a
To be
sugar
fair, I feel like if Caitlin was around, Dante would have already been dead.
Dante, you're dead.
rush since high school.
I remember.
Oh, I'm so embarrassed.
Hon, you have nothing to be embarrassed about.
Hon?
Except for maybe...
Well, that's, yeah, adding that to Babe, I guess.
Hon?
Yeah, he has his moments, you know?
Listen.
Slowly giving you some
Listen,
shipping skill, yeah?
cheesecake. I'm calling her cheesecake.
Okay.
It's a reference. You don't get it.
No, that just sounds. Why?
Margaret called more and a cheesecake.
That's still.
It's cute.
It's not cute.
Yeah, it's because of the song with the sweetness of a cheesecake. That was the idea.
I thought it was just because she wore a lot of yellow.
Well, kind of, but it was also, you know, I'm surprised, and I thought you would catch that reference of all people.
No.
Maybe the fact that you were acting like a cat last night.
Seriously?
What? Oh, I'm not furry confirmed.
Of course not. I'm just joking. Half-Mal, get down here! See, Celestia, I am much better with dogs.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Hey, babe.
To be fair, it's much better than Zane's impression of a cat, you know? Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, wait, hold on. I got the season 3 jacket right here. Wait a minute.
With the sweetness
Meow,
of a
meow,
cheesecake.
meow, 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 meow.
She wanted to be normal for Pete's sake.
Was she normal for Pete's sake? Yeah.
There's something I really need to talk to you about. It's about Dante.
What?
Cheetah.
Yeah. You gotta be kidding me. Nicole is here? Does Caitlin know this?
How do you know?
Yeah, she does. But Caitlin is sick, so they haven't been able to hang out.
Dante, buddy, you got yourself in a pickle here.
Tell me
Just
about it.
tell her!
I just don't want to hurt Jenna or Nicole.
Oh my
Do
god!
they know about each other?
Not yet. I plan to keep it that way
like-
until I can find a way to make everyone
Okay.
happy.
This is like...
It's kind of like one of those trope. Is that that common trope? Like it always miscommunication. Like that's just like the most worn out trope I ever seen. I
Yeah,
hate that
again, it
trope.
depends on the way that it's handled. Unfortunately, Afmal can't subvert every cliche in the book, even though she does try.
Does she really subvert many cliches?
Well, quite a few. Again, you mentioned before, haters to lovers. You know, with the ending point of a story being the story being the happily ever after and such. There are a few
guess.
things in there.
I wouldn't really consider her that subverting.
Hate to
Although,
tell you,
granted,
man,
I don't
but
really think you
there's-
need to set out to subvert expectations. Personally, I just do it sometimes
who would
because
do that? Who would do
Listen. This is why no other girl wants to date Dante. Well, Yeah.
All right. That's that probably puts a lot of people off. Although also, a lot of people in this group right now are all such close friends that it's a bit difficult for them to form romances.
Honestly, again, I still would say a bit of the blame is still on Nicole. On a certain level, Nicole is to blame for the way she acted towards, Dante.
I have to come.
I don't know. I feel like Nicole could have handled the situation even better, even if Dante is handling it poorly. Like, come on, you guys are all idiots here. Can you please stop being dumb?
I'll be right back. I have to go do some things.
All right.
Okay. All right. See you in a bit.
I hate this arc. I will never.
I'd say we're gonna finish this soon because we're 3 minutes away from the end, but we're probably not because we talk too much.
This is your fault.
I know! And I need to figure out how to fix this!
You said I love you. It's a huge deal, man.
Not really. I mean, it's a big deal, but it isn't really that big of a deal. Like, it's not the end of the world. I mean...
Also, she said it first.
Yeah, she said it first. It's not...
Have you said that to Caitlin yet? Are you guys even dating?
We're just seeing each other.
No, that's why she doesn't say it, you idiots.
Nothing official. Speaking to Caitlin, imagine what she's going to do to you when she finds out about this.
Don't you dare!
Hey, calm down, Dante. I'm not gonna go babbling to Caitlin. This is between you, Nicole.
Oh, okay. Okay. Normally say put a pin on this because it's a very important thing going forward. And this is one of the things that I hate about this season. The whole Dante and Nicole thing, yes, obviously that's handled poorly, but to be honest, again, it becomes so minor that's like, it's a gripe for me. But that line in particular sets up one of the worst plot points in not only season 2, but the whole of MyStreet.
I remember that.
I'm probably not going to mention it right now because I'm going to be complaining about it a lot going forward, but just remember, it's coming.
I hate that.
And Jenna.
Yeah, I know.
Look, I'm not a big fan of knowing this, but you're my friend, and I know you're trying to do the right thing. And you're going to do it soon, right?
Right, just...
Don't be dumb!
Don't worry, my lips are sealed.
He's going to do it soon. How long? So 10 minutes. 10 minutes into the episode. Yeah, very soon, Travis.
How hard is it to...
Yours are, but Erin's probably already told Aphmau.
What's Aphmau gonna do? She can't even reach her...
Dante, you're dead!
What?
The callback we made. Perfect. Again, you were saying before you like the fan service. There it is.
I like fan service and good
Dante
episodes.
isn't here. Please leave a message.
Come on. That's fan service calling back to a good episode. Come on. Yeah.
I don't want to be reminded of stuff I could be watching, though. I could be watching a good episode, but I'm not.
We like good fan service. No, we don't.
Listen, I'm all for callbacks, but I hate like lots of modern day media does this. They'll like have callbacks to like a classic thing from like a remake or a continuation, but when the thing is terrible, and they're like, look at all these amazing callbacks. Like, yeah. For something I like.
I wonder why I limit the callbacks in the Mutant Girl, Aiden.
Listen, the Mutant Girl hasn't had a dud really. I mean, yeah, I've had problems with episodes, but like, come on, there hasn't really been a dud episode or a dud season.
I mean, well, fair enough. That's good thus far, then. But even so, it's like, yeah, because arguably, obviously, we've got more to call back to in the Mutant Girl than almost any other gacha show in existence, but it's still worth keeping so it doesn't become like, oh yeah, this is just like, we get it, we watched the previous episodes, jeez, entertain us already, that kind of thing.
I mean, I feel like the callbacks in an entertaining episode or entertaining scene, just splicing in little verbal callbacks or like little nods to stuff is good.
By the way, speaking of that, MD Penguin, you said Aphmau, no door breaking, it's Gar's job, not yours. It's a callback to something that Gareth did, so let's leave it. Let's let it slide for now.
Also, I feel like Aphmau would be a lot more understanding. And like maybe Aaron didn't give the details on the situation. Maybe just like, oh yeah, he didn't break up with Nicole yet.
talking
But-
has never been Aaron's forte all the time.
But
so
I
you
mean,
never
like
know.
with the details, it's a lot more understandable. Still makes Dante a horrible person, but Nicole also doesn't fare much better. And so is Jenna. I mean, Jenna doesn't really get hurt as a character, but she's just boring to a certain point. Like, she's just Dante's love interest because I'm upset. I'm upset about this arc. I hate it. Die. Sorry, I just want this arc to die. I don't like this
Where
arc. It just
is
hurts
he?
the character.
I heard what he's done, and he's not going to get away with it.
Don't you think you're overreacting?
Overreacting?
The audience does.
Change your face.
I'm underreacting if you ask me. Dante's a horrible person.
Hey, Af, calm down a bit.
But Zane.
Again,
It's Christmas.
Wait, just saying. Again, this is another instance of Afin being mad. As much as I'm griping about this, it is nice to see this character trait, which disappeared like what? During season 3? During season 4? It gone? It didn't appear
Not
at all?
not season 3 or 4, actually, because she got mad in both of those. Especially during, the Ian control. She was pretty mad during that, wasn't she?
Yeah, but I mean, like, this kind of anger as a character, like, over time, like, she had less moments like this. It just kind of made her a more unique character to have a shorter
made her a
fuse.
funnier character, definitely. Because
Yeah, but I just felt like over time we lost that character trait, Yeah.
Yeah,
And even
it probably
in
wasn't as
season
bad as
2
you
of
thought it
Phoenix
was.
Drop High, for the most part, we lost it, Like, season 2, I felt like we didn't get as much of it as season 1. Like, again, in season 1 of Phoenix Drop High, she was easily provoked. In season 1, I mean, she didn't have as many, but there were those moments where the mask fell and she could be a little bit angry, But I don't know. I just feel like we didn't get much of that. Like, yeah, obviously an Emerald Secret, but that was more. I don't know. It's just I felt like we just got less of this character trait, and then by the time we got to season 5, it was gone. I mean, she got angry during season 6, but that was the closest we got to it.
I mean, yeah. So definitely, I'd say yes, it happened, but not as early as you might have said before.
I just don't. I just like the
has been
character trait.
horrible with relationships, but I think he's trying to change. He's being a complete idiot, but he's got the best interest
Oh,
in
when you try your best, but you don't.
He's an idiot, and so is Nicole. Jenna isn't really as much as an idiot. She doesn't have enough character to be an idiot. Wow, I'm just out here roasted
the
them.
people he cares about in mind.
Hello? Anyone? Can someone get me soup? Travis! Afmel?
Why are we cutting back to Caitlin?
She called for Travis first. How adorable. I mean, just a coincidence, I suspect.
Oh!
Definitely not slipping into
Can't
my old
believe
ways
I'm
here.
saying this, but Zane?
He's not trying to play anyone. He's just dumb.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you're right. But still, he needs to.
Yeah!
No!
What is that
I'm sorry,
thing?
Kaden. There are already zombies in Minecraft. We have no space for you.
Wow.
I'm sick, Afmel. Get me soup.
She's got the virus!
What virus?
Oh, in modern
My
day.
mask!
I'm actually in modern day. The scene is so relevant in modern day.
Wow, 5 years later, it's like, okay, all right then. Having a
Um,
mask to protect you from a virus, yeah.
Oh.
You don't want to be near the person with it. No. No. And you don't want to cough around people either. That's also another. You know what? Let's just insert every joke in
Caitlin!
here.
Go!
Not from that distance, you're not.
Yeah. What?
All right.
Yes, you are apparently.
Here's some
Okay.
pizza.
Ah!
Now you both eat, and I'll come back and
How are you getting sick that fast?
Can
It's been
I
5
have a
I
minutes.
thought she gave Zane the mask back. Like, she's like, you don't need this anymore, but here you go.
Oh no! And also, what?
Well, maybe if you're good.
Thank you.
cares?
Mm.
We'll put on your favorite show.
What are you talking about? That's not my favorite show, Afmel. I don't understand what you're saying. What are you implying right here, Afmel?
Yay. I watched it on what you were saying.
Hey! No! The torture!
I love that. I love the whole movie. I love it. I want to watch it. I hate. Why do we have to spend more episodes on a stupid arc?
Guess what? Not only do I have to spend more episodes on the actual arc, but also we're about to undergo the biggest break in a MyStreet release up until this point, because I checked the dates of these episodes, and next episode was in fact uploaded on August the 9th. We have over a week to wait for our next episode. So we get to suffer through this till we can actually give our 2 cents on the matter.
I hate this
entire week from
arc, though. This arc is the worst.
Yeah. Well, it's reminded me, actually. It's set up and reminded me of an arc that I consider to be far worse than this one. But once again, we shall get to that in future. For now, I think the final thoughts... Oh, hold on. Never have ever video. Caitlin, Casey, Afmal, and Garth in the video. Okay, never ever slept with... What? I don't know about Garth and Afmal, but Casey... Okay. I see what you're getting at here. Yeah, all right. Caitlin and I used that. Yes, that's true, because people think that in those videos they did forget about Love of Paradise a lot, actually.
Oh, good. The more you forget about Love Paradise, the better. Look, I'm just saying, Love Paradise would have worked better as a mini series than a full-on season. Make it a 5 to 10 episode mini series or a smaller season, and then have season.
Aiden, it had a mini series. I actually forgot.
The camping mini series.
Yes, was it Camp Love? Because actually, I thought that's why there was such a big gap between these releases between 19 and 20. Because I thought maybe that's when Camp Love happened, but no, I looked it up and Camp Love happened in June. So I was like, well,
I actually enjoyed Camp Love. Like, I know it wasn't the biggest thing, and I know there was lots of improv, most likely, or I don't know what was going on at Camp Love, honestly. Love was
I don't remember it because I skipped it apparently, so I guess we're not going to watch it.
I mean, I thought Camp Love was all right. You know, I found it enjoyable and better than this arc by far.
Well, that's true. Normally, I'd say we'd give our final thoughts on the episode here, but I think we all can confirm exactly what they are. Although I will say again, the Afman Aaron moments, they did add a lot to it. So I do appreciate the fact that even if the episode's not about them, they still take some of the focus. So yeah. Honestly, they got as much screen time as I think they really needed for right now. And I also love seeing Afman act like a cat for a bit. Anyway, we'll see you all, I guess, in 8 days, so we've got over a week to rest. I'll probably be doing another stream, with the gacha tubers, to pass the time, maybe we'll do the one about, writing or character designing, something like that, basically, because we did editing already. So yeah, if you missed that, check that out. Gacha tubers talk about editing, but other than that, we will see you in the next stream, which is on August the 9th, same time, same place, 5 years later.
Very well.
And until then, please leave a like, just because your opinion matters. Subscribe to us already. And on that note, until next time, as I said, farewell.